prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. They're led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2023. From Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Stroud. He'll spot his big tight end. That's Dalton Schultz. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's Stroud. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down for Houston. Now Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. This is caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Houston. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You've got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to look for the home run ball. He's got it! And he will dive into the end zone. 81 yards. Touchdown, Vegas.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Texans offense going to take over now for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. The Texans set to punt this one away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Raiders offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. And he'll be brought down, but what a run down to the 40.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Texans offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Stroud. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third down, 3 to go. Throwing is Stroud. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Back to throw here to begin the drop. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Throwing now from the gun. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. He'll try to run for it. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. He'll look to throw. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Vegas. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Houston offense going to make their way back onto the field. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. A throw left side finds Dell. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. From the gun, here's Stroud. That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Trying the right side. Taken in by Collins. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now, Stroud. He pulls it in around the 5. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. Stroud. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Texans are back within 4 at 14-10. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where you see the final score there. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, a very good performance as his guys run the record now to 5-2. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. They'll look to pick up the pace. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will dive. End zone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. That is 3 touchdowns in this one, and he's up to 11 on the season. Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20. For the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Texans offense trotting back out with their first involvement of this second half. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one. As the pass rush gets home and he goes down. Throwing on second down. Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way. For the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Texans offense getting the... before heading back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll take this forward. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Tackle there by Will Anderson. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets this up to the 28-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll push this one downfield for Bowers. And they will finally get him out of bounds. It is a big hitter to close out the 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them,
this is intercepted. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll look to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to keep it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. A pickup there of 28 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. In motion now, it's Collins. Here's a handoff out of the gun. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans.
The kicker on 4-point after.
The extra point is good. And the Texans are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now, faking the give. Here's a ball thrown deep, right sideline.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And try to set up the screen to Mitchell. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Texans 1st down.
Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the 1st down after a gain of 7. The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far, that has proven...
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Texans going to use the last of their timeouts here. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Got a man left side. It's caught. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense... way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This one intercepted. It's the safety, Jalen Petrie. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it. Another try, 2nd and 10. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. Noise reverberating off the roof. Very loud before 3rd down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.